There's something buried inside this portal that wasn't meant to be discovered. Not yet, but it's leaking. And if you feel a pressure behind your eyes, a restlessness in your chest, or an urge to act without knowing why, it's already touching you. The July 24th new moon isn't arriving quietly. It's not just another lunar reset. This time, the energy opened early, again. But this one? It's hiding something encrypted, something we're only starting to decode, a vibration embedded in the 724 code that's been hiding in plain sight. And no, this isn't spiritual clickbait. This portal isn't just about endings and new beginnings. It's a summoning, a retrieval of something that was once sealed and forgotten. And if you understand what's really embedded in this date, it could flip everything you thought you knew about your past choices, your future timeline, and the people orbiting your life right now. We'll get to that. But first, if you're already feeling the shift, it's not a coincidence that this video found you. Like and subscribe if this is resonating already, and drop the number 77 in the comments so we know how many of you the universe pulled in for this message. Help spread this energy to those who need to see it before this portal seals. Now breathe. Let's talk about why your body may be resisting sleep, why your thoughts feel electric but unfocused, and why, despite all your efforts, old emotions are rising from the shadows like ghosts you didn't invite. The reason is simple but heavy. The portal opened early because it's being pulled from both sides, past and future, creating a tear in linear time. We're in it now, and this specific moon is acting like a trigger, not a gentle push, but a lock-clicking moment, a countdown. So stay with me, because what I'm about to tell you next could explain why your dreams have shifted, why certain people have suddenly disappeared, and what might be trying to return through this portal without your conscious permission. Like, subscribe and don't move, because in the next chapter, we decode the first sign, and once you see it, you won't be able to unsee what's really happening. Chapter 1. The portal opened early, again, but this one's different. And now that you understand this portal isn't random, let's talk about what's already begun, quietly, ahead of schedule. The 724 new moon portal has already opened, 36 hours early, and it didn't ask for your consent. That may explain why, for the last day or two, time has felt off, like minutes stretch too long or whole hours disappear. You might feel like you're dreaming with your eyes open, like the air around you has become thicker, like something invisible is tugging at your awareness, even when you're just doing ordinary things. And you're not imagining it. The reason this feels strange is because it is. New moons are usually predictable. They build slowly, allow time for emotional preparation. But this one, it snapped open, as if some force rushed it. Like a door was kicked in, rather than unlocked gently. The energy feels like static electricity in a thunderstorm, charged, buzzing, and directionless. You might ask, why would a portal open early? Here's the answer. Not everything in the universe works on our schedule. This is what we call quantum time, when the timeline shifts based on vibrational demand, not calendars. Sometimes a portal opens not because the moon is ready, but because you are, or rather because something within you or around you is triggering the timeline to accelerate. Think of it like this. Imagine a train that was scheduled to depart tomorrow, but someone just pulled the emergency lever. Now it's barreling down the tracks whether you're on board or not. That's what this is. The early opening of the portal is your invitation to wake up before the world does. But why did this happen? Why now? There's a deeper interference behind this acceleration, one that connects to the very code hidden in 724. And in a few chapters, we'll decode that together. For now, just notice that the shift has already begun. Chapter 2. Your body already knew. The nervous system clue. You might think you're just tired. Maybe you've blamed the headaches on screen time, the sudden bursts of anxiety on caffeine, the vivid dreams on a late-night snack. But the truth is, your body already knew. Before your mind had words for it, before your thoughts could catch up. The 724 portal didn't just activate early, it activated you, and it went straight to the control center, your nervous system. You see, your body is like an antenna. It doesn't wait for logic, it reacts to frequency. So when this portal ripped open early, your system responded like a tuning fork suddenly struck by sound it wasn't expecting. That's why you've been tense without knowing why. That's why you've had moments of heaviness, then bursts of alertness, then emotional swings that seem to come from nowhere. This isn't just stress, it's resonance. And this energy, it's intelligent, it's scanning. Right now, the portal is triggering your autonomic recalibration. It's not just giving you new energy, it's showing you where you've been holding the old. Think about that pain in your shoulders, that pressure in your chest, that tiredness that hits even when you've done nothing. These are not just sensations, they're signals. They're telling you something within you is being rewired. And here's the part that most people ignore. This energy is targeting what's unresolved, not what you think is a problem, but what your soul hasn't released. The portal knows. And in Chapter 4, we'll talk about the exact thing it's trying to flush out of your system before it seals. Until then, just remember this. Every ache, every chill, every flutter in your chest, it's not weakness. It's your system updating for a reality you haven't yet fully stepped into. Chapter 3, the hidden grief bubble is bursting. You may have noticed it, those sudden waves of emotion that don't have a clear trigger. One minute you're fine, and the next you're staring at the ceiling, wondering why your chest feels like it's carrying a weight that doesn't belong to this moment. That's not random. That's the portal doing its work. This moon doesn't care what you tried to suppress. It's digging up the grief you thought you buried deep enough to forget. But this isn't the kind of grief that announces itself with funerals or breakups. This is subtle grief, timeline grief, the ache for the life you almost had, the version of you that didn't get to bloom, the relationships that died in silence, the conversations that never happened. This portal is pulling those threads out of your energetic body like roots that were never fully removed. And now they're surfacing through dreams, tears, agitation, or that feeling that something is off even when everything looks fine. This isn't weakness, this is release. You are being detoxed on a soul level because you can't carry that unfinished pain into the new frequency that's coming next. Think of it like carrying sand in your shoes while trying to run. It slows you down. This portal is clearing your emotional debris, not to hurt you, but to liberate you. And the more you resist, the heavier it gets. So if the sadness is hitting you in waves, let it. If a memory knocks the wind out of you, feel it, especially if it doesn't make sense. Because that's how this energy works. It uncovers the emotions you forgot to mourn. And unless you face them now, they'll follow you into the future you're trying to manifest. Chapter 4. The signs are glitching, not just numbers, but mirroring patterns. You may have started noticing it, the same phrase spoken by two different people on the same day. Someone repeating your exact thought out loud before you say it. Devices freezing the moment you have a powerful realization. A conversation that loops like déjà vu. This isn't coincidence, it's calibration. The 724 portal isn't just delivering messages through angel numbers anymore. It's using mirrored reflections to activate something dormant in you. This is the sacred mirror effect. The universe is reflecting you back to yourself in ways that feel eerie, surreal, and strangely personal. If you're paying attention, you'll see it everywhere. In how people mimic your posture without realizing it. In how strangers echo your internal fears or hopes right back to you in casual talk. In the way a glitch in your reality lines up perfectly with a thought you were too scared to speak out loud. These are visual ripples, deliberately placed to force your awareness into the now. The portal is bending your perception field to highlight what you've been avoiding, what you're suppressing, or what you've long forgotten. It's not just a sign, it's a test. And here's the deeper truth. These glitches are not random phenomena. They're part of a larger activation sequence linked to the frequency encoded in 7-2-4. It's designed to open something you once sealed, a memory, a contract, a version of you that was paused, not deleted. So don't ignore the echoes. Don't brush off the repetition. The signs are glitching on purpose. Something is trying to wake you up from inside your own reality loop. And when we reach Chapter 8, we'll expose what exactly this pattern is trying to unlock before this portal closes. Chapter 5. You're dreaming more. Because you're shifting timelines. If your sleep has been feeling strange lately, too light, too deep, too full of symbols, You're not alone. The 724 portal is working around the clock, and for many it's doing its deepest work when your body rests. This isn't just dreaming, it's briefing. Every night your soul is stepping into the energetic crossroads of your life. The decisions you made, the ones you almost made, the timelines you abandoned, they're all being placed in front of you now. Waking up at 3:33? That's a spiritual checkpoint. Vivid dreams of people you haven't seen in years? That's soul-level reconciliation. Sudden flashes of places you've never been, but somehow feel familiar? That's timeline memory, echoes from parallel or past life versions of you asking to be remembered or resolved. The reason this feels so heavy is because your dreamscape is no longer a metaphor, or it's a multidimensional terrain. And this portal is the gatekeeper. Your subconscious has become a bridge. And what's happening while you sleep isn't entertainment, it's exposure. You're being shown what needs closure. You're being led toward the path you almost forgot was still available. This is why it's important to write down what you see. That recurring symbol, that unspoken word, that old face. These aren't just fragments, they're coordinates. The portal is giving you clues in a language only your soul remembers how to read. And here's what might shake you. Some of the truths showing up now were withheld from your conscious mind until the portal opened the gate. In Chapter 8, you'll see how these dream messages directly tie into the hidden sequence encoded in this date, and why what you're dreaming now could alter the very direction of your next chapter. Chapter 6, People Will Vanish, Let Them. You might have already noticed it. Conversations ending mid-sentence, people pulling back without explanation, connections that once felt magnetic suddenly fading like smoke. And it hurts. The mind wants to chase clarity, closure, reason. But the truth is, this isn't personal, it's energetic. The 724 portal doesn't just open new timelines, it seals off old ones. It closes access points to versions of your life that can no longer continue if you're going to grow. You are not being abandoned, you're being rerouted. And so are they. This energy is intelligent. It knows what must dissolve to create space for what's aligned. Think of it like pruning a tree before spring. It's brutal, precise, and necessary, because if you cling to what's already trying to exit, you'll only create drag as the universe attempts to elevate you. Some of the people exiting now, they serve their role in your life contract, and the contract is fulfilled, no matter how it ended. And yes, some of these separations will ache because you love them, but elevation often demands vacancy. You can't welcome what's next if every room in your soul is occupied by echoes of what once was. This is not rejection, it's release. And it's happening with cosmic timing for a reason. The portal is doing this intentionally, because what's coming next requires you to be empty enough to receive it. In fact, the very people who are being pulled away right now may have been unknowingly blocking the exact energy, insight, or opportunity that's meant for you in the next phase. Stay grounded, let them go. The truth of what's coming is far more important than the comfort of what's leaving. And in Chapter 8, we'll uncover why this loss is directly connected to the hidden code now being activated. Chapter 7. The 724 code isn't random. It's a sequence of spiritual reversal. If you've felt like life is playing in reverse lately, old memories resurfacing, past emotions hijacking your calm, old versions of you blinking back into focus, it's not regression, it's retrieval. The 724 code is a sequence of spiritual reversal. 7 is the seeker, 2 is the mirror, 4 is the reset. But when this code aligns with a new moon, it becomes something more than symbolic. It becomes active. The new moon is already a natural reset point. But when paired with this precise numerical pattern, it triggers a deeper collapse of expired timelines. That's why everything feels backward before it moves forward. This isn't chaos, it's course correction. This moon isn't just clearing space, it's pulling you back to recover the pieces of yourself you left behind in silence. The seeker, the reflection, and the reset are converging now, not to undo your path, but to unlock the version of you that was buried underneath it. And next, we decode why. Chapter 8. The reveal. The portal is triggering a long-suppressed soul contract. This new moon isn't just a lunar phase, it's a message. And every symptom you felt up until now, the early portal opening, the emotional purges, the mirrored signs, the restless sleep, has been leading to this moment. A soul contract is being triggered, one you made long before this lifetime. And now, through the exact alignment of the 724 code and this moon's reset energy, that contract is reactivating. For some of you, it's calling in a person, a reconnection written in the stars. For others, it's awakening a purpose you promised to fulfill. But no matter how it appears, it's not random. The urgency in your body, the dreams you've had, the people disappearing from your orbit, it's all the universe reshaping your field so you can remember what you were born to do. The portal isn't just opening for you, it's calling you back. And this time, you're finally listening. And now you see, this portal wasn't just energy, it was a message coded in emotion, signs, and disruption, all leading you back to what your soul never forgot. The 724 new moon is still active, and what you choose to do with this awareness matters more than ever. If this message resonated with you, like this video, subscribe for more cosmic updates, and drop the number 77 in the comments so we know you made it through the portal with us. This wasn't random. You were meant to hear this. And now, your next chapter begins with what you choose next.